Let's go. I feel it today. I'm feeling so alive today. Got a new microphone set up. I got a new camera angle. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. Today is just the day. I feel like. Let's go. Fable 5 is out. Claude Fable 5 is out. You want to know what? I don't even mind if it's having issues. I don't even mind if they rate limited it, because you want to know what? We're blessed. We're blessed to have Claude in our lives. Oh my god, I'm hyped up. I'm just setting up my live stream right now, so just give me a second. What is this? What is that? That's what I'm wondering. I want some more like music that I can actually play. You know what I'm saying? History. Let's see. 1 second. Let me just mute this really quickly. Hey, what's up? How's it going, everybody? I am just starting my stream off. I'm just setting everything up. I'm really appreciating the comments already. Thank you so much. I am on my way to creating my first app with Claude. Okay, I'm a software engineer, and I built my previous project with, you know, I coded everything myself, typed every single line myself, and now here I am, having done that for 10 years, and I took a break for the last 3 years of my life to focus on myself. I had like a lot of, I wanted to understand what did I want to do with my life, and And I thought maybe I might never come back to coding again. I might never come back. And now here I am coming back. Why am I coming back? Because Claude Fable 5, baby. That's why. Claude is out. And you want to know what? That is giving me the excitement to come back to start coding again. Start having my computer code for me. Are you kidding me? How can you not be hyped about this? Sorry if my microphone is peaking. I need to turn it down a little bit. Let me turn my microphone gain down a little bit. What am I building? What am I building? I am building a application specifically for it has to do it has to do with being peacefully productive. Because you know what I struggled with a long time in my life is I struggled with being productive because I was stressed out. I built my previous software when I was stressed out. I was worried. I was creating something because I needed something. I was lacking something, and then I created something I didn't even want. Sorry, the music is too loud. The music is too loud. I gotta turn it down. So I created something previously out of stress, out of worry, out of fear, and that ended up making my life like worse. I created something that I didn't even want to create. I created it because I thought other people wanted it, not because I wanted to create it. And so the thing that I'm creating now is to help other people understand themselves and build something peacefully, to be peacefully productive. And I'm building an application that actually it's like the foundation of everything I didn't learn when I built my previous software. You're probably wondering what the heck is that all about, you know, but really it comes down to it's a type of psychology and accountability. But as a software engineer, do you think vibe coding is valid and is possible to make money from? Because I'm building a SaaS, not fully with AI. I've been working 1 to 5 months on it and still not done. I think that you can 100% build what you want with vibe coding. And by the way, vibe coding is not vibe coding. This Claude AI is an engineer. It can build anything like I could build. I'm telling you. Claude can build what you want to build with code. Anything. It is possible. The thing is you might have to learn how to code a little bit. If you don't know how to code at all, you might run into bugs and issues where you may need to learn, like, what does this mean, right? What does some of this code language mean? You have to understand it a little bit. So I'm a software engineer. I know what this means. So when it makes an error, when it says something's not working, I understand what's happening. So I think that's a valuable skill to have. I think if you're coming from it just without knowing code at all, it's going to be a learning process, I think. But anyways, let's see this other question. Any ideas for people who would always make money from? Wait, what? Any ideas people want to buy you would always make money from? I'm not sure what you're asking in that question, but I'm just so hyped today. Today, I'm having a great day. Look at it. Are you guys seeing this? Beautiful sunny day. Beautiful sunny day. Let's get the music going. I really want to hear this music right now. Let me just vibe out for 1 second. I just need to hear this. I just need to hear this music. Let me just play this. Yo, by the way, I just... Oh. Sorry, I think I just lagged for a second. Where do you live? Just upset about my Fable 5 limit being hit. Okay, this right here is what you're looking at is Hawaii. That's what you're looking at. That's Hawaii for you. And your why is my mic cutting out? Are you guys able to hear me okay? I feel like for some reason my mic is cutting out. I'm not exactly sure why. Let me delete something really quickly. Okay, yeah, just let me know if my mic ever gets cut out, because I'm just vibing right now. I'm trying to vibe right now, but it's skipping or something. Okay, let's get going, okay? For anyone that doesn't know, I am currently building I don't know why that's skipping. I'm currently building a software application of my dreams, because I built a previous software application. I built it out of stress and worry. I built it because I thought other people would want it. I didn't build it because I wanted to build it. And then all of a sudden, when I created that previous project,
Yes. Okay.
okay, I changed my microphone. My microphone was busting, wasn't working, so I had to switch it to this one. Can you guys hear me okay now? Hold up. Hold up, everybody. Technical issues right now. I'm having technical issues. Having technical issues. Okay. Just making sure my microphone is properly set up and everybody can hear me. Close. Let's there we go. Okay. So if anyone's wondering, this is Hawaii behind me. What do you think Fable's best use case is? I'm trying to restyle my web app and I don't know where to start. Honestly, if you're trying to restyle your web app, I would just start with a product description in the Claude MD file. Personally, I feel like going into the Claude MD file and actually telling Claude, hey, this is what I want my design to look like. And also, just recently, Claude released a way to integrate your Claude design projects into Claude Code. So I would recommend doing is creating a design.md file and look up the specifications for what you need to tell Claude in the design MD file, and that will give you an more accurate web design to what you actually want. Because if you just go in and you just one shot it with a prompt, it's going to assume a lot of information. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put a lot of time into a design.md file and a Claude.md file. That's honestly what I would recommend doing. Do you live there? And if so, how much is rent? Yes, this is where I live, and I am currently not gonna disclose how much I pay in rent. Can you tell us your background? Yeah, so now that you guys can hear me and my microphone is working, I can more get into it because my microphone was breaking up for a second. But my background is I've been a software engineer for 10 years of my life, and I sold my business about 3 years ago, and I stopped coding completely. And I'm only recently, like, I'm on day 3. I just recently started getting back into Claude Code. I mean, I started streaming 3 days ago, but I've been messing around with Claude Code for about like a few months now. That's what's gotten me interested in coding again, is Claude, because it's able to code for you. How long have you been working on this app? So this app I'm working on right now, I've been working on it for about, I would say, I started designing what I wanted it to look like about, I would say it was like 4 or 5 months ago, and I've only started coding it recently. So that's why I started live streaming, so I can share the process of coding with Claude and share what I learned. Like, I haven't learned everything about Claude yet. I mean, I still have things I need to learn, but quite frankly, it's pretty straightforward to me since I'm a professional. I mean, look, I taught myself how to code. I didn't go to school for it. I taught myself when I was in school. When I left school, I taught myself at home when I was a kid. What was the company you sold, and did you exit it for a lot? Well, I exited enough to be able to afford living right here. So that's about as much I'm gonna say about that. So, but what I want to get into today is I really want to get into um this kind of like, I'm working on a test project to just show and learn some of the skills I'm learning. But because my current project that I'm working on is, it's a lot going on, and I don't want to like mess it up. But I'll probably get into it later in the stream. Because once I get later into the stream, I'll have the people who actually want to see that kind of stuff. I have no experience on coding and been working on my project for about 1 year, a bit now. Never loved that song. That question you're asking me, I would I guess the question I have for you is, what languages are you writing in? Do you know what coding languages you're writing in with Claude? I definitely want to see it. John, yes, I will 100% be sharing my project, and I will be working on it as well. On this live stream and in future days too. Like, my whole intention is to build this software live with you guys. So as I'm learning, you can also be learning, and I feel like that's the most valuable thing to provide to anyone in this community, is to share what we're learning along this AI journey of coding, because I don't think it is going to make any sense for anyone to type code anymore. There's no point. Like, every single coding language is just going to be taught to AI, and then human beings are just going to use AI instead of coding. That's just the future. There is going to be no more people who code without AI. Like, even all of the developers who are professional developers who've been working for many years of their life, like, they are going to use AI also. So like, if you're not a developer, just like, you're in the best place you've ever been in. Like, you're using the tools that the people who are pros are using. Like, this is for real. This isn't a joke. Like, Claude is legitimately a very useful tool, and software companies are spending billions of dollars on tokens so that their professional engineers can write code faster. So like, this is the future. Like, this is the future. So turn up the music. I'm reading your guys' chats right now. So if you have any questions, just type in the chat. Okay, let's pause the music for a second so I can answer some of these questions that you guys have. I was curious about Hawaii because I'm thinking about moving there. I own a software dev agency and one of the largest US-based mobile infrastructure. I mean, about coming here, I would say that the time difference is kind of big. So the time difference between mainland USA and here is like 6 hours. So if you have employees or people that you need to work with in the United States, like on the mainland, then you're going to be waking up like super early in the morning every single day, which is what a lot of people do here, honestly. Let's see. As long as I got an idea, I'm actually able to turn it into something real. That is true. You can do anything. If you can imagine it, if you can dream it, you can make it happen. Only way out is the 2030 Great Reset grid failure. What are you talking about, dude? All right. All right, I'm going to go into coding in a second. So this is the last question I'm going to answer for now. A tool in web app is rendering design canvas into large PDF, and I'm currently using Cloud Run for that, but I'm wondering if that'll work for hundreds of users. Not exactly sure the full context of what you're asking, but honestly, it depends if are you a software engineer or are you just someone using AI to try to code? I think that's the question I'm wondering. All right, so let's get the music going because we need that. We need the music. Okay, so here's my plan. I'm planning on. I want to figure out how to make this music not so loud. I want to figure out. It's like in in my ears, this music is really loud, but it's like quieter for you guys. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that right now. If you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so let me go into this song right now and turn down the volume. Let's turn that down. And then let's go to the volume on the computer and turn that to be like right there. Can you guys give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if this music is too loud or if it's too quiet right now? Because I can't like tell. Honestly, I cannot tell. Like, can you hear my voice okay? And the music is like not too loud. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, does the music sound like this or sound like that compared to my voice? Maybe just a little bit higher, just a tad bit. Music is fine at the moment. Okay. Music a tad bit up. Okay. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, we figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. I'm gonna get a better microphone for tomorrow because I want to get a better microphone for tomorrow because I have a Shure SMB microphone. You know, like one of those ones that they use on those like podcast videos and stuff like that. But I just don't have it plugged in. Yeah, with the cloud booster. You know what I'm talking about. Exactly. And it's right over there. I have it. And I don't have it plugged in right now. And I'm using my MacBook audio and it's probably terrible. So that's lame. But anyways, it's gonna have to do for today. I'm going to share with you guys a story, okay? Because I started out coding. And when I started out, I thought about money. How do I make money? And I thought about I was worried because I dropped out of school. I dropped out of college because I tested out of the computer science classes. I taught myself how to code. There was no AI back then. I'm talking 10 years ago when I was starting off in, I got it my first year in high school or first year in college. And I was all worried because I didn't have a degree. I dropped out of school and now I have these skills, like I could code because I taught myself, but I didn't know what to create. So I ended up creating something that was built out of worry and stress and fear and I need to make money and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden I slowly built something that was not what I wanted to create. It wasn't something that meant anything to me. It just was something that I thought other people wanted. I thought other people needed. And because of that, 10 years later, I realized that I didn't want what I made. I didn't want what I made. It didn't even represent who I was as a person and what I cared about. I'm telling you, it's not worth it to chase money. It's not worth it to create things because of money. The best advice I can give is to follow what you're interested in. Find what actually draws you in, what you actually love to do, and do that because you would do it because regardless of the money, you're just doing it for fun. How old are you? I am 33 years old. I don't look 33 years old. I know that a lot of people ask me what college I go to, but so honestly, that's the best advice I could give someone is follow what you actually want to do with your life. Don't chase money, please. Don't chase money, please. Because the money will follow what you're good at, what you're interested in. Like, regardless of money. I'm telling you. And if you're in a position where you're doing stuff for money, then sorry, I'm reading the comments right now. So here we go. So you're planning on doing this project on your own. So I'm starting it off on my own, and then once I get it going, I'm probably gonna hire people. But where are you originally from? I'm originally from Ohio, which is where LeBron James is from, which is where, I don't know if you know, like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, those goofballs, you know, those kids grew up like 5 minutes away down the street from me, actually. So I need to get into coding. So let me start getting into this. Where we left off yesterday was I was running an Expo Go project right here, and let's clear this. And basically I have like I was updating the buttons and the delete image photos, which was really nice, and I used Bootstrap to get that up and running. So let me switch over to my other browser window here so we can get this going. So okay, so I think I mentioned this earlier to someone, that you're gonna want to create, like, you don't need to create a readme.md file. I think someone in the chat recently asked, I think it was Never Loved, asked how do I, you know, Fable 5 is out till June 7th, and we only have a few more days to actually use Fable 5, and how do I get my web design like finished while Fable 5 is like available? And this is what I would recommend. You basically want to put a lot of time into your design.md file, which is a brand new thing that Claude just released. This is so brand new. This just came out. And it basically, there's a whole structure for this. So like, let's ask chat real quick. Let me go into a new thing. Can you give me a rough guide and what a design.md file looks like for Claude when designing a project? Thank you. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. You want to create this, which basically tells Claude, like, hey, here's what I want my designs to look like. Design.md project document. Wait a minute. No, this is not accurate. This is a mistake. See, this is what I'm trying to say is, you guys, whenever Claude makes a mistake, whenever AI makes a mistake, you want to be smart enough to know that it just made a mistake. Like, for instance, this reply right here is not right. This is not right. That's not design.md file. That's actually a Claude.md file. Because I know what a design.md file looks like, and it's not. So watch, I'm gonna say this. Okay. Actually, I think what you just gave me is a Claude.md file example, and I am looking for a design.md file. I know that design.md files are showing the colors, the fonts, the specs, and stuff like that. This is not showing that. I need this design.md file example to be updated. see. Let's see what it gives us. I might have to close my window. It's pretty windy with the window open. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages right now, so let me read some of these. So you're planning on doing this. You also learn about Hermes Asian. Fable 5 will still be able to be after the 7th. It's just gonna pay outside of your limit. Oh, okay, I didn't know that actually. Using Fable 5 for making the project jumpstart package. Not sure what you're saying, but thanks for the in the comment. I hate Google AI. Just use Opus instead. Yeah, I mean Gemini is not bad. It usually gives me really good answers. Honestly, here it is. Okay, so for everyone who just got in here, I don't know if you just tuned into the live stream. This AI just gave me back a misrepresented design.md file, which it said this is what it was, but I knew this is a Claude.md file because this is for coding, because this is telling me front end, back end, database, styling, everything like that. I'm like, no, this is not what this file is actually for. This is Claude.md. And then I prompted it to give me a design.md file, and now here it is. This is what a design.md file actually looks like. So I think what I'm trying to say here is that you want to be smart enough to know when what AI is doing and when it's wrong, especially when you're not a developer. I think it's crucial to start learning different things. Like, it doesn't even matter what it is. You could be learning about design.mds and Claude.mds, but you should also be learning about whatever language you're coding in, like whatever language you're having Claude code in. Like, you should know a little bit about it so that you know if it's screwing up, making mistakes, and when it does make a mistake and it's not fixing itself easily, you can go in and you can tell it prompts that actually specifically mention functions and different like endpoints that you can say, hey, look, I need you to update this actual endpoint. I need you to update this actual function. Like, you can go into the code. Like, if I go into the code here and I say, hey, look, I need you to update the camera video icon. It says the size is 35. The color is white. You know, you got to be able to come into the actual code itself and know what's going on in here. You know what I mean? Like, as a software engineer myself, I understand what this is. I understand what's happening here. And this app is this function, app function right here is the root of this entire app that I'm creating right now. You know, and each function is doing something. And when you know what these functions are doing and how they might break or whatever, then you can go in there. You can then be way more specific about improving your application, getting to the point where you're building what you actually want to build, where when a mistake happens, you fix it quick. But you're speaking to AI with function names. You're speaking to AI with different like endpoints, API endpoints and stuff like that you know are there, because you can look into the code and actually see what's going on. Because I think what a lot of times I see people doing online, and I think this is a big mistake. A big mistake is what people just start saying, hey, I need you to review the app and then fix the issues. And it's like, dude, you're basically telling it to look at the entire code base. You're telling it to like review the whole thing. You're going to use so many tokens doing that. I see people doing this all over the internet who don't know how to code, because what a developer is going to do is they're going to go in here and they're going to actually figure out exactly where the problem is. They're going to figure out, hey, you know what? This set photo URI, destination URI is having a bug, and I need you to fix this exact thing right here. Because when you give it like some generic prompt that doesn't have specific target like purpose, it's just going to look at the whole project and it's just going to have to find what you're talking about in its own, which is which is okay, and it can fix it. Don't get me wrong. You can actually fix problems that way. It's okay. You're just going to spend more money on tokens if you're not a developer. That's what I think. I mean, the Fable 5 asking it for a code review is one of the best things to ask it for a whole code base. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, Fable 5 is built for doing that. It just also like let's look at the price of it, because like I think the price of Fable 5, let's look up the Fable shoot. Let's just go to here. What's the price of Fable 5 versus Opus 4.8? So it's saying Claude Fable 5 costs $10 per million tokens, 50 million per output. Fable Opus 4.8 is $5. It's half the cost. So, but also, how much longer does Fable 5 take to execute? And how many more tokens does it use in the execution? Average execution than Opus 4.5. Because Fable 5 costs more, but also it takes, the process of what it does takes way longer too. You know what I mean? Execution speed and latency. The most stark difference is time to first token. Fable 5, due to its impressive latency, Fable 5 averages 100 seconds just begin the streaming. I don't know why it's doing Opus 4.5. What the fuck? Oh, Opus 4.8. That's why. It didn't actually give me the right Opus, but see, Fable 5 can scale up to using 1 million tokens per execution. How many tokens per execution does Opus 4.8 use on average? Yeah, I know. I accidentally said 4.5 instead of 4.8. So on average, Opus 4.8 will use, let's just say 5, because I'm on high, and let's just say 5,000 to 10,000 tokens. But Fable, when you run an execution and it could run for hours, it could use 500, even 1 million tokens per execution. And not only that, the tokens themselves cost double. So you're paying double for everything. So I guess it's up to you what you want to do in this lifetime. You know, it's your choice. It's your life. You can decide if you want to spend all your money. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, it's really useful. I'm definitely going to be using Fable 5 for sure. It's not just about the money. It's about how good you can actually create it. Okay, I got a new comment here. Hey man, what are you building? You know, I probably should create a video that talks about what I'm building, and then I should just link it in the chat, because I have this feeling that every time a new person comes to find me, they're gonna wonder what I'm making. You might want to make a sorry, the reason why I didn't answer your question right now is because I just answered that a little bit ago. You might want to make a command for what you're... Yeah. Okay, so I need to create commands, basically. Like, I haven't created commands in my chat yet, which I really need to do. And also, I'll just tell you what I'm building. Okay, so I'm building essentially peaceful productivity tool, essentially. And I have learned many things in my life about software and living in stress, living in worry, living in fear. You know, we need to live with love. We need to live at peace. We need to understand how to work with a sense of enjoyment and not a sense of worry and stress and fear. And I need to chase my desires and like the future is where I need to end up, because now isn't enough. Now is enough, and when now is enough, then you can build something that actually you'll be appreciating. You'll build a life that you're enjoying living. And what I'm building is essentially an accountability tool for creating a peaceful existence for yourself and the people you love in your life. And I honestly, I can go on and on for days about what I'm building. Okay, we gotta get coding though. We gotta get coding. That's the thing. So what I need to run right now is I need to go get my phone. Guys, I'll be right back. Wait, let me get a command going. Let me get a command going really quickly. Can you add video to this? I want to do the exact same thing, but with a video. And I need to be able to delete the videos just like the photos. And ideally, it should be able to handle photos and videos at the same time. With one button, it should ask you whether you want to take a photo or video. And after you finish the video, it should drop it into the app and it should just immediately start playing it on loop until it's deleted. And when you click the delete button, it should remove the photo or video from the screen. Okay. I'm working on an app right now. This is a test app. This is a I want to see if Expo Go and React Native and Claude can work seamlessly to creating a camera function tool on my phone. And so it's going to ask me a lot of these do you want to proceed things. And I like to read what they're trying to do because I like to see, I'm a developer, so I like to see what's happening. I think a lot of people just put it on auto accept, but sometimes I like seeing the commands that it's trying to run because I know what this means. CD user, it's basically saying I need to go into this directory, I need to update this, you know. And I have accept edits on, but it's going to stop every time it wants to run a bash command, basically. Like, see, it's a bash command, so I could have it auto do those, but okay, let me I might do that in a second. I need to go grab my phone for when I'm doing this. Also, I just want to make sure the background music isn't too loud. Is the background music good, or is it too loud? Someone could let me know that. That would be really helpful. All right, let me go grab my phone real quick. Be right back. Claude's coding for me, baby. Alright, so this is bash command. Yep, let's accept that bad boy. Also, I want to get the Expo Go project running. So let me check something real quick. Expo Go. Have any of you guys ever created an Expo Go project? Oh, it always logs me out of this. So weird. I hope you guys are having a good day. Life is amazing. Let's turn up the music. Okay, this finished. This command finish. So let's check it. Let's run it. Right now, if any of you don't know what I'm making, I am making a iPhone app that is connecting to the iOS camera, and what I'm doing is I'm turning down the music because it's so freaking loud. One second, let me turn down the music real quick. Let's turn this music down. And let's switch browsers. Go back to my live stream. Turn the music a little bit up higher so that people can hear it. Is music too loud or no? What are you coding? Right now I'm coding an iOS app that using Expo Go React Native with Claude, and what it's going to do is it is going to be able to record a video and a photo and put it on the app. That's the update I just did. What's the overall project that I'm working on and what is it for? You know, not to repeat myself, but I was just talking about how the fact that I grew up in a way where I worked 10 years being a software engineer. I worked for a long time coding, and then I sold my business after 10 years of working on it. I thought I would never code again in my whole life, and then Claude came out. Claude Fable 5, baby! And now I'm excited to code again. So I'm creating a project that's focused around understanding the difference between working in stress or fear. Working in fear, or working with fear or love in life. Because I built my previous app out of stress, out of fear, out of worry. I created it chasing money because I felt like I wasn't secure in my life. And you want to know what? That was the dumbest decision I could have made, because by the time I finished my project and I spent hours and days and years of my life coding away every single line I had to code, and I realized that I missed my life. I missed my life. I didn't date anyone. I didn't go out, you know? I worked. And then I fell into a depression. I fell into a depression because I coded something that I didn't even want to create. I coded it because I wanted to make money, and then I didn't even like what I chose to do. And so what I want to do is I want to help other people understand themselves in a deep way, so that what they decide to do with their life is aligned with what they actually care about. To understand the intention behind their action. Is the intention to make money? Or is the intention because they love what they're doing? Or is the intention because they want to... What's the intention behind my action? Am I going to choose to work for money, or am I going to choose to work because I love doing this? You know, and I think a lot of people choose to chase money. I think a lot of people choose to work out of fear. And honestly, it's a mistake. It's a mistake I made. I made that mistake, and I suffered the consequences of a life that felt like it was unlived. And I chose a path that didn't feel aligned with who I was as a person. So what am I doing? I'm building an app to try to help other people understand how to create something out of that's truly aligned with themselves. It's like an accountability tool, basically. And I'm building a software, I'm building an app as an accountability tool to working at peace, working with love, working with an intention that's built off of playing instead of built off of stress and worry. And so I have a very, very beautiful intention that I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to create. So I'm coding right now. I'm coding, and I'm a software engineer, and I know how this stuff works. Bro, where are you located? The background looks insanity. Thank you so much, because I worked my ass off to be able to afford to be able to live here, and it's not AI. This is real life. This is real life. This is real life. This is not AI. That's why I'm live streaming, because AI cannot live stream. AI cannot live stream. Because the GPUs can't create fake videos fast enough to be live and to respond to your guys' comments like, wow, I inspire to be like you. And I really appreciate that comment, because I really put in a lot of work to be here where I am. And I want to let you know that anything is possible. I dropped out of college. I dropped out of school. I don't have a degree. I taught myself how to code, and that was 10 years ago. And then I built my previous software that I coded for 10 years. Every single line I coded myself, every single word. And now AI is able to code everything for you. Every single line, AI can do it for you. You just have to know what to do and how to do it. You have to learn a little bit about coding, a little bit about how to create things, but it's so much easier and it's so much faster. It looks like a green screen because of the focus. Yeah, well, I'm using, see that? Wow, it's not a green screen. Not a green screen. There's a volleyball. There's people playing volleyball down there. Actually, right now. And in the future, I'll make it so I can move my camera, because I will literally put my camera down there and you'll see it. You'll see. Last few days of university, and then I can scale the whole summer to change my life. I like that. Is it in US or Asia? This is Hawaii. That's Hawaii. Just look up online Diamond Head. Let's run this code. Come on, guys. We got to get to work. Come on, we can't just talk about the background all day. We got to get to work. So here's the deal. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to npm start this bad boy. And we're going to get this project up and running. Let's get the music going. Come on, baby. Okay, so here's what has to happen. I have to go into my phone. I'm going to scan the QR code. So let me just do this really quickly. Scan QR code, scan QR code, scan QR code. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. So I just created this app. It's a simple app. I'm testing something out real quickly. What it's going to do is it's going to allow me to use the camera feature. It's gonna ask me, hey, this is what I just changed, by the way. I just ran this code to update the video update the photos to then add video. So that's what's on there right now. Capture video, capture photo. So let's try a video since that's the new one. And then it's asking me for permissions. And there we go. Now it's working. So let's see if our code is working properly. Let's just record a little video right here of our live stream. I'm gonna show chat. What's up, chat? There's me. Okay. Now let's use this video. I'm gonna show chat. What's up, chat? So it's working. Let me make this full screen. So that's my little OBS setup. This is my computer. And so it's working, and then I can click delete all, and delete all deletes the video. So that's the test application that I was creating, because I wanted to see how difficult it was going to be for AI to actually just like create a very, very simple way to save videos. Because my app is, sorry, the music's too loud. Is the music too loud? Boom, 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 boom. I think the music was too loud. Sorry if the music was too loud and you couldn't hear my voice. If that ever happens in the future, please tell me. Please tell me. Wait, why do you need to record if you're going to help people with their decisions? Hey, that's a good question. I love that you're freaking listening. And I love that, like, God, this is such a... I love live streaming so much. And I appreciate that you're watching and you're actually paying attention. Because my previous live streams from yesterday, people kept coming in and out. And people weren't, like, staying long enough for me to have a conversation. And so I really appreciate this question a lot. And I'm going to answer this. Why do you need to record if you are going to help people with their decisions? Because my truest intention is to help other people understand themselves and to live a life in love, with peace, enjoying life instead of in fear, worry, and stress. That is ultimately what I'm trying to do. And I have a lot of I've learned a lot about myself to understand why I worked in fear and stress, and why I had this desire for money, because it was based on this insecurity that I wasn't going to be okay financially. Like I'm going to be not able to buy food, not able to have a place to sleep. Like I'm so stressed out about that I built the app that I previously created out of stress and worry. And so I need to turn down my mic a little bit because the wind. But I built my previous app out of stress and worry and fear and all this crap that was built on desire and a lack mindset. And so I so my main intention is to help other people who are working that way, and help them learn what I learned for myself, which is how the most important thing is to be okay. Feel secure in this moment, like everything is going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Find what you love, find what you actually care about. Feel the peace in this moment so that you can then be free to follow your interest, follow your heart, you know? Don't worry about money, because the money will come when you follow what you're actually interested in. And that's like that level of peace that comes over you when you stop worrying is what allows you to learn, to grow, to build with a healthy foundation. And also, like, I also learned that love is truly an answer for me to do things not just for myself, but to understand what other people need, what other people like are lacking in life. And this is one of the things I found, is this operation in stress. And so, yes, this is the reason. So now let me get to the reason why I need to record videos. What's that about? So I want to build an accountability tool where it's basically like an app that you essentially you join it with your friend, and then you and your friend are essentially accountability partners that then work towards understanding work towards creating a life that you want to create in a healthy way instead of a stressed out, fearful way. And I'm going to put like videos in the app. I'm going to put like the things that I've learned in the app and stuff like that. But I'm also going to share like the tools and the things that have helped me. And one of the things that's helped me is to like have an accountability partner, to like have a friend who's there with you working on something. Like if you're trying to be fit, for instance, if you're trying to work out, you're trying to be healthier, you're trying to work out every day, well, like, it's okay if you do it by yourself, but honestly, if you have a friend in your life who you work out with, or maybe they're like at school and you're in college at a different college and you're at a different college, but you still like you like that friend and you want to like be able to be accountability partners with each other, then the app is going to allow those two people to basically like synchronize what they're doing with their life, the projects they want to work on, the things they want to get better at. And the video is to share what they did today to take one step closer to building a peaceful life, a life that they actually enjoy living instead of a stressful life. So, you know, basically it comes down to that. Like, it comes down to working with your friend to create the life that you want to live, you know, to be in the location you want to be, to build the business you want to build, to become fit and healthy, to whatever, but with a friend, you know. And so I'm gonna put hella amount of work into this. I'm gonna put so much time into this. I can't even describe. I already have everything ready to go. I'm just like testing out. I have designs ready to go. I don't have like the code in the app finished. So that's what this stream is for. The stream is honestly for sharing the process of coding an app as a software engineer who taught myself how to code. And I want to share my process of like how to use Claude. I'm learning how to use Claude as a software engineer. So whatever I learn, I'll share with you guys. And I'll also share like what I learned in my life when I'm building businesses and stuff like that. So you want people to connect and share their own solutions and therefore help each other with info from other experiences. Yeah. I essentially, I want two people to help each other who are friends. And I'm creating an app to like create processes and ways for them to communicate with each other. That's basically what I'm doing. So, to put it simply, it's an accountability tool for two friends. It's accountability tool for two friends. If you want to sum up everything I just said. So so that's why I'm using the video tool. And I want to try out the photo and see if the photo works, because let's take a photo of chat. Wait, let's take a photo of chat. Boom. Use. There you go. That's you guys. I just took a photo of you helping each other connect on better understandable level. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Dude, I love you, by the way. What is your name? Salt1ZZ. I really appreciate you a lot right now, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the fact that you're listening. Soltis. Damn, dude. I really hopefully one day we'll be able to connect. Is typing XQC banned in this chat? Yes. Let's go. That's the funniest comment so far. Is typing XQC banned in this shit. I don't know why I just took a photo of that, but I just felt like it. Keep up the grind, dude. Love sharing the same passion with people. Much love. Hope you're doing fine. Wow, what a genuine comment. I appreciate that. Damn, 4 a.m. in my country and vibe coding my school project. I taught myself how to code outside of school. I didn't really like school personally. I wasn't super into it. What can we add to this little test project that I'm doing right now? Let's see. I want to see the videos. I want to see, because like once I take a photo on here or a video on here, I can't see the actual videos that I've taken once I take one. So like, let's see if we can add like a library underneath that shows like all the photos that we've taken. You know what I mean? So let's try that. Let's see what we can do here. I currently can't see all the videos and photos that were taken. So can you please give me a list of photos and videos just in a square format underneath where it's displaying the photo or video? And can you allow that to scroll horizontally if it overflows off the screen? Can you put an image icon or a photo icon in the bottom right corner of the square that's displaying the image or video to know if it's an image or video? When you click on it, can you display that in the actual on the screen? Okay, that should work. At the end I screwed up a little bit, but that's okay. Let's read some chat real quick. I just want to read chat. Let's see. Codex is way better. Okay. Glad to see another vibe coder streaming. Everyone else is off. Yeah, I freaking love vibe coding. I love vibe coding. It's the best thing ever. It needs to be saved somewhere, doesn't it? Yeah, It's currently not. The video, yeah, the videos and photos that are being taken are currently not being saved. So, what are we building here, brother? So I did explain what we're building here. So if you scroll back like 15 minutes in the live stream, you'll see me explain it. I just took like a solid 15 minutes to explain that a second ago. But I do have to say, I think I want to clip it, or I think I might create a separate video that explains what I'm building. And then whenever anyone asks that, they can just drop the video in chat, or maybe just like have, you know how like mods you can like put like a, what can you, like exclamation point, I don't know, I know Twitch has that, but where you can enter in type a specific word or something like that. And then let's get back to vibe coding. Is the music too loud or no? Yeah, I was gonna say that have a video of the product idea. Yeah, I think I might actually show the I might actually show the designs of the project and the whole thing. I might show like everything, because I mean, I just want people to fully understand like where my mind is at, where my direction is, you know, what I care about as an individual. A pinned comment, yeah, I think a pinned comment would be good too, for sure. Let's see what it changed here. Camera icon, video icon. It's just adding some CSS styling right now. I know a lot of people are not software engineers because I looked up online. Let's look this up right now, actually. Let's look this up right now, actually, on just like Gemini. Whenever I want to Google something, I just go to Gemini. How many people know how to code in the world? Because there's 8 billion people in the world, but how many people know how to code? Let's see what this says. XQC, that's the second comment. Let's go! XQC. That is the funniest comment, dude. I love that. I know XQC. I know. It's so funny. Except I don't play. I mean, it's so funny. It's so funny. I love it. Okay, let me go to let's see what it says. Professional coding to people who can code. Data. Roughly 35 to 47 million developers in the world. Okay, so let's just round up to 50 million. So look at this. Look at this. Broadly knows how to code. Professional coders. There's only 37 million professional coders. Like, I'm a professional coder. And because I built an app and sold a company, right? That makes me a professional, even though I didn't go to school for it. I don't have a degree, but I tested out of computer science classes at school, so that at least makes that's worth something. So this is saying right here that I am in the 0.3 percentile. I'm in the point. Well, let's round up. 0.45. Holy crap. That's less than 1%. That's 0.5%. So that means I am 0.5%. 0.45% of the world is able to code. Oh shoot, I just bumped my camera. Saying vibe coding instead of the obvious self-explanatory AI coding is how Gen douche. Well, you gotta have music, brother. You know, is if you have music, it's a vibe. It's not AI, it's a vibe. I don't know. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around right now. Okay, so let's check out our code real quick because I know it's still running over here. Or it's done. It finished running, so it should be updated. Now, with Expo Go, the project, it should update automatically. So I technically shouldn't have to scan this QR code again, but I wonder what happens if you guys scan that QR code. Someone scan that QR code right here and see what happens. You gonna be able to use the app that I'm using right now? Imagine. Imagine. Let me turn the music down a little bit. I think it's too loud or something. Okay, so I noticed that it doesn't seem like anything changed at first, but let me record a video of chat like I always do. And let's use that. Oh shoot, my volume's really loud. Okay, so it worked. And it gave me a little icon. Yeah, I'm coming into the app with a QR code. There's the QR code for you. Do you want to scan it? I'm checking the photo now. I'm checking the photo. Let's try it. Use. There we go. I don't know why it's not no way. It works. You're seeing, you can do this on your phone. You can run this app if you scan that QR code. No. No. You should be able to run this app. It should let you take a okay, wait, let me tell you guys how to do it. Wait. let me tell you guys how to do it. Isn't Fable 5 limited to 50% now? Let's ask Gemini. Let's ask Gemini. New chat. Is Fable 5 limited to 50%? Now I'm getting troubleshooting, but it's in a second. Okay. I think the scanning will work. Like, you should be able to scan it, but like to actually use the QR code, I think you have to be on my Wi-Fi. I think you do. Yes, Fable 5 is limited to 50% of your weekly usage limit, but there is a specific catch to how Anthropic is metering it following June 1st relaunch. Rather than letting you burn 100% of your plan. So it's just through July 26th where Claude Fable 5 is limited to 50% of your plan, so we can still work. Someone said that yes, local host only. Local host only. It's not an app yet, but it didn't work for me. Okay, guys, I actually just thought of a genius idea. Let me figure out how to like, I mean, I know how to do it. Let me take the time, not today, but like, I mean, I guess I could do it today. But what I want to do is I want to get it so that you guys can run this QR code. Like whenever I create a test project, because obviously I wouldn't want you guys to be running my main project, because just, I don't know. That would, I mean, maybe. I mean, what the hell? If it's just for testing, maybe it would be fine. Maybe later down the line. Later down the line, I want you guys to be able to test my app as I'm working on it. I think that would be so badass. And in the meantime, I want to try to run test projects that you guys can run on your own phone. So like as I'm coding, then you guys can like load the app that I'm working on, and you can try it out for yourselves, and you can debug it, and you can tell me what's working, what's not working. You can like give me ideas and stuff like that, and we can like code something together, and we can test it out together with the QR code. I think that would be so badass to run it on a live server, deploy these tests out on a live server instead of a local host. That would be sick. That would be so sick. You can use VPS. Yeah, get feedback from previews. Brother, where are you? It is beautiful out there, mountains and the sea. Yeah, this stream, I'm so hyped I'm so hyped to be able to be working with you guys. Honestly, for many years of my life, I've tried to figure out what to share on the internet, and for many years of my life, like, if you can go to my Instagram, it's Billy Kale. I can drop it in the chat, but like I have other YouTube videos you can watch, and I've tried like, what do I share? Many years I've been trying to understand what to share, and I have a lot of things and a lot of skills and a lot of abilities and stuff like that, but for some reason this live stream seems like the most me thing. Like, I just feel like this is me. I spend days and hours coding all the time, and this is what I do, you know. I code. So sharing coding is just such a great thing for me to do. I'm gonna show up every single day and live stream coding, like, no doubt. It's gonna be so easy for me. It's gonna be so easy for me to come here every day and do this. I love it so much. If any of you want to know about where this is, the background, this is Hawaii. If I move out of the screen, you can see it better. Okay, let's get back to coding real quick. So, delete all photos. So everything is working kind of flawlessly, except I need to test out a couple things before I make any changes real quick, because I need to take like enough photos. I need to close this window. I need to take enough photos to kind of like see if the horizontal scrolling thing is working, because one of the things I wanted it to do was horizontal scroll. So let me just spam photos really quickly. Spamming. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a better microphone. I have a Shure SMB microphone that's over there, and right now I'm using my computer as a microphone, so it's kind of crappy, honestly. But no worries. We'll get that fixed tomorrow. Okay, I need 2 more photos. I'm just spamming photos. Okay. It works. So let me show you guys. Horizontal scrolling. That works. It made it flawlessly. Claude is insane. I'm telling you guys, Claude code is insane. It's so legit. It's so legit. This is so insane. The wind is blowing into the mic sometimes. Let me close the window for now. I'll leave it cracked a little bit, but I think I see when the wind blows into the mic and it peaks on my screen. And I see it like peak. Basically, I see the audio peak. Garbage microphone, dude. Whatever. It'll be fixed tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and delete all these and see if it works. I can't see what I'm doing. There. Boom. Simple. Okay, let's make an update. Let's do something different. Okay, so by the way, I think we can run this in the browser, except it won't be able to use, it won't matter because it won't be able to use camera, so it's useless. And also there's an update for Claude Code right now, so we probably should run that. Let me exit out of this. And let me just clear the window and let's run God, what did it say again? Brew something brew. I should have copied it. There we go. Let's update Claude. What is this update about? Let's figure out. Claude Code was just updated today. What are these updated changes about? Okay, does it tell me on here? You should have it save on the user's phone. Like it connects to the other picture apps if possible. Right, like the Photos app. Like maybe there should be a button that says that you can choose which photo you want to save to the phone, so you can kind of like maybe not save every single one of them, because it's different than the camera app, right? Because the camera app saves everything to the phone. Let's so like maybe like you, whichever one you're picking and choosing. Okay, let's do that. That's simple. That's a simple thing I think to add, but let me let's see this. Claude Sonnet 5 is now the default. What? Following the launch of Claude Sonnet 5 model, Anthropic has officially hooked up the default engine for Claude Code recording. So it's telling me when I run Claude Code now, it's going to default to Sonnet. Fable 5. Opus 4.8. Hold up a second. Yo, what's up, Marty? I think it's default on all versions, actually. You can still change to 4.8 if you pick other models in the drop down. But since you choose Fable 5, it should be fine. How much days do you think you will keep Fable 5 under usage credits in 5 days? I don't know. Actually, not actually sure what's gonna happen. My usage. Let's check my usage. I think it reset recently. Because why does it say 0? I literally was just using it. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Weird. Okay, here we go. Opus. What? It didn't default to Sonnet? It defaulted to Opus 4.8. What the heck? Okay, so... Alright. Let's use Fable 5. Let's use Fable 5. Fable 5. Fable 5, save your defaults. Okay, so let's have it do something... Let's have it do something, with the app that we're working on today. Okay, so we wanted to save the photo to a default thing. So next to the delete all buttons, there should be a save photo buttons. That's what we want. Wait, are we in the right directory? Okay, we're in the right directory. When I have a... Oh, wait, let me restart this. Add a save photo or image button next to the delete all photos button. If there's a photo selected, change the button to say save photo. And if there's a video selected, change the button to say save video. And where I want you to save the video is in the default Photos app for the iOS phone, but also it should work on Android as well for the default Photos app. And once I click save, I want you to remove it and delete it from the internal file system on the app. Okay. Boom. Okay. Let's see how it does on that. Thank you guys for loving coding just as much as I love coding. Claude is awesome. Let me read your guys' chat for a second. As I was doing that, I see some new chats came in. How much? Okay, pretty sure less than 3 days. 5. Because you pay... Yeah, but in general, the default is Sana, I think. Oh, right. I didn't default to Sonnet because I have a max subscription or whatever. Like I pay $200 a month. Let me know if you have questions. I've been doing dev work and vibe coding this past year and a half. So if you don't, just to share a little bit about myself with you, Marty, I've been a software engineer for the past 10 years. I taught myself how to code. I built a software business and I sold it to somebody already. I am learning how to use Claude. So my questions would mainly be around Claude. I honestly don't know that much about Claude yet. I just know that they released a design MD file. I know a little bit about the Claude MD file. I know a little bit about different commands and stuff like that. But like, what I'm trying to learn is like, how does Claude think? How does Claude work? What is the best way to interact with Claude to get the best results? Like, I don't know much about that topic. I'm in so like as I learn as a software engineer how to use Claude, hopefully I'm guessing that people who are watching will learn also. But I'm not like, there's some languages that I don't know. Like for instance, like I was trying to learn how to code in Rust. Like Rust coding language is complicated. I took a online course with it and I was learning how to do it, and honestly it is complicated. But I know how to code iOS apps, I know how to code websites, I know how to code Android apps, I know how to code like, I know how to code a lot of stuff. But there's some coding languages that are, oh my gosh, different beasts. Different beast. I'm wondering if there's anyone in here who knows how to code in Rust. Or I know a lot of people know how to use Python, but it's like the standard for schools, I feel like, honestly. Let's check our code real quick. I think it's asking us some questions right now. And I want it to be, I need to change my tab. Option tab, I think. Ah, shoot. Yes. Hold on 1 second. Need to check something real quick. Okay, oh, there we go. Accept edits. I had to turn on accept edits because it was asking me to accept all the edits for a second, and I didn't want that. So I just had to change that real quickly. For building big features, always ask Claude to make a spec and a plan, and then base that on the plan to execute. Marty, you're right. That's something I recently learned like yesterday. Like if I go into my chat right here, like I was learning about the design MD and the Claude MD files, and I was just trying to figure out like basically what I needed to include into the Claude MD and the design MD in order to like give it exactly what I want to create, so it doesn't start hallucinating or making its own decisions on things. Because I noticed that it just starts making its own decisions on things, and then it's like, what the heck, this thing is just has a mind of its own and stuff. And you kind of, I feel like you kind of don't want it to have a mind of its own once you have your own style, your own design. Once you like, if you're an artist and you want to create your own art and you don't want it to go off creating like some design that is not yours, I realize like those files are crucial. Prompt it to have a feature list, so every time it's updated, Fable will add a message for what features were added fixed. Do Claude /enable auto mode. Also do /effort x high. I would say invite the front end design skill. Oh, you know what? Thank you so much, Marty. I really appreciate these comments. I'm actually screenshotting your comments right now. And I see that it's on high, but it's not on. Can I update the effort level while it's going? Am I able to do that or no? Install front end design. I can't. Okay. I'd have to stop it. Well, let's just keep it for now. Let's just keep it on this effort level for now. I think it costs more money anyway, so let's just keep it. Okay, it's fully changed. It finished. It did a lot of work. So I kind of want to exit out of this actually. Due to changes in Android's permission requirements, no longer provide full access to the media library. To test for full functionality of this model, you can create a development build. Oh, I think I might have hit a limit with the way that I might have hit a limit on my ability to access the Photos app on the development mode. Don't do max or ultra effort levels. They just burn through tokens. Also, you should learn about sub agents. Yeah. Okay. See, this is why I started live streaming, because I wanted to learn with other people and share what I learned with people too. Learn together. I love learning. Learning is like my favorite thing to do. Okay, so the enable auto mode, I want to let me copy this. Let me ask chat something really quickly. Let me ask chat something really quickly. When I enable this mode on Claude, what does it allow access to in my file system and running commands? Okay. Okay, let's try to run this on an iPhone. I'm not sure it's gonna be able to access the photos library thing because I'm in development mode. So let's rebuild it just because I want to. I don't have to, but I just kind of want to. And then I'm gonna restart it on my phone as well. Okay. For anyone new in here, I wanna create a development like server so I can have you guys scan this QR code and you can test out the app as I'm working on it. I think that would be so awesome because this is running on localhost. This is running locally, so you can't actually scan that QR code and get it onto your phone, but I want to be able to do that. So let me just scan this QR code right now and get the app running on my phone. Okay, you could buy a domain in VPS. I have a domain already. Yeah, would be good for you to find bugs and get feature ideas. Definitely is gonna happen. That's one of my main priorities. I'm gonna write down, like I need to write that down. I want to open up my notes app right now, but I don't necessarily want to show you my login to it. So let me open it up privately. Let me open up privately. Hold on, I'm doing something on my screen right now. I can't show you what I'm doing. It's all secretive. It's all secretive and stuff. New, full screen, new document. Yeah, I want people to be able to test it. Can you use Enoch? It's free and a quick setup. Okay, Ngrok. Oh, Ngrok. Wait a second. I think I've used that before. Wait, let me look that up really quickly. Sorry, I'm a software engineer, but I stopped coding for like 3 years. So. Okay, wait. Let me, dude, there's always new shit coming out. Sorry, I don't mean to swear. There's always new stuff coming out all the time in software world. And so I'm just trying to catch up with what I missed. Okay, honestly, what am I doing right now? I'm going back to my screen because I want to write down something, but I also want to ask chat what this is. I have so many things going on in my head right now, and I need to do it. When you run Claude, enable auto run, silent execution, block required, explicit approval. If Claude tries to write or modify protected infrastructure or configuration directories like Git, Claude, VS Code, or stuff like that, it blocks or flags it destructively. Running commands like shell or bash commands. I knew that. I think I knew that already. Here's stuff that you should learn about ASAP. I'm gonna go, but I have a good stream and a good day. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I really appreciate you for coming in here, and I'll be here again tomorrow, so don't worry about it. Like, it's do your thing, man. Do your thing, you know? We gotta live our lives and stuff like that. Here's stuff you should learn about ASAP MCP servers. I know about MCP servers. I got the Figma MPC server installed. I got the Claude Design MPC server installed. I don't have any knowledge about skills yet. I don't have much knowledge about sub-agents other than generic videos I watched. And I do understand effort levels. But right now I'm currently on the one that I'm on. Please just do skills. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Marty. I appreciate it. I'm gonna screenshot your comments again, because I do appreciate you. You seem very skilled with Claude. Marty, I do have a question. Install front-end design skills. I do have a question, Marty. Are you a software engineer, or do you just have expert skills in Claude, like just from watching YouTube videos and online courses or whatever you're doing? Where did you learn all this information from? And I don't know. I'm just curious about you, Marty. Knock is a brilliant developer tool. Essentially creates a secure temporary tunnel for public internet street. Oh, yeah. I've used this before. Yeah. I know what this is. Okay, I just built this iOS app that I'm testing. So let me see if it actually implemented what I wanted it to. Okay. Let me scan this QR code. I don't know if it actually worked or not. Okay. I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna record chat. Is the music too loud or too low? Okay, it's working. So it added the save. I recorded you guys, by the way. There's your comments. It added the save video button, and now let me take a photo. I guess I'll take it of myself, because I just want it to look differently than I want it to look differently. So what I prompted it to do was to change the button from save video to save photo when I click on it. And so if I can somehow do this, boom, and now it says save photo. So when I click save photo, it should delete it. Oh, I have to allow. Okay, it deleted it. So if I save this, it should delete it. Yeah. And and then it should be saved into my photo library, which it did. It saved the photo into my photo library on my phone. Okay, so that worked perfectly, and it didn't make any flaws. at all. Like, no mistakes. And that was on using Fable 5. So everything's chill. So we can turn the music up and we can blast a song or something real quick because we accomplished it. Wait, I'm gonna turn the music up. I want to change the music, but I don't want to play some copyrighted thing. I don't have any idea what music this is. Not that. No, not that. Garbage music. I don't want that. I want something more like this maybe. Woohoo! Woohoo! We gotta check. We gotta check to see if the volleyball players are still playing volleyball. Alright. Alright. We're back. I gotta turn this music off. Okay, we're back. Let me play some other music. Not this. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right. How long have we been streaming on here, guys? Because we're on like we gotta be on at least. I'm gonna have my mic figured out yesterday. Like, make your mic louder. Like, don't worry. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna have a Shure SMB microphone. It's sitting over there. I just haven't plugged it in because I needed a stand set up for it. So, streaming for 120 minutes. Okay. I got 150 views today, which is so far. This is the most views I've ever had. This is day 3 of my live stream, and this is the most popular live stream that I have streamed so far, and I'm really grateful. I am beyond grateful for every single person that is in here, and I'm not done live streaming. Like, I'm gonna continue to live stream. So, like, this is just the beginning, honestly. Like, this is just the beginning, like, straight up. Like, I'm on a mission to be streaming for the rest of my life, dude. I'm vibe coding for the rest of my life. I'm never getting it off. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I'm just joking. All right, so let's go back to what we were doing. Screen time. All right, let's make an update to the app. Let's do hold up. 1 second, guys. I am getting a text messages. I gotta read them real quick. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You know, life calls. You get messages every day. You guys get messages every day? How many text messages you get every day? I feel like some people get very little and some people get extreme amounts. All right. Let's make an update to this app. The one thing I don't want to forget before I do anything, I want to make sure I write down make the QR code scannable for everyone. Use Nginx. Oh wait, not Nginx. I think he said this. Use this. Public server. Public server. I just want to write that down in my notes because I want to make it so that this QR code here, you guys as viewers can scan it. That's really important to me. Because it's a way for you to interact with what I'm building and being able to test it on your own phones. So what I'm running on my phone, you can run on your phones, and we can have a conversation together about what we can improve and about different bugs, fixes that might come up and stuff like that, because it's just going to be super cool. I feel like that's an awesome thing that we can do together in this process. So I'm going to go into my project files, and I want to see the updates that it made, because this previous Fable 5 changes was a big change. I mean, it wasn't a big change, but like you can see all of the changes that were made recently, and it's a lot. And since being a software engineer, I like to know what's going on in the code. I like to know what different functions are being created. I like to know what different files are being created. So when I go to reference them in a prompt, then I know how to fix things, change things, what to say to target specific parts of the code, like just to look over everything and make sure that I understand what my code is. Because quite frankly, like I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make in coding with Claude and AI is they don't actually know what's happening in the code, and then when things break, they like can't figure out how to fix it. And Fable 5 is pretty good at figuring out itself, but the key is to know your code. And I think a person who knows their code is always going to be able to fix things faster, cheaper than someone who doesn't know their code, because you can tell it specifically what to change instead of having it look over your entire code base, or having it update like a lot of files. Instead, just focus on like one file at a time, or like even one function at a time. Like right now, these are all the dependencies that are being used. So like I have an Expo project running, and which is using React Native in the Expo video. So like if you want to know like what is this Expo video dependency and what does it do, like, because Expo Go, for anyone that doesn't know, is this is the platform that's being used right now, right? And Claude Code is like coding it for you, but like you can go into here yourself and you can look up the documentation and you can say, hey, look, what can I do with this? Like there's probably other things that you could do that maybe you might not even know. Like look at here, they even have an MCP server using context protocol with see, like I could set up a Expo Go MCP. Wait a second, what does this do? Interesting. See, this is so interesting. Okay, wait. I want to figure out something really quickly. What does all right, let's just update the app. Okay, we don't need to get into all that. Let me read some of the comment sections. Today's the day, baby. Let's go. Thank you, brother, for coming into this live stream. I really appreciate it, bro. How to use Claude for free? I think I paid $200 a month in Claude subscription fees, so I'm not sure how to use it for free. I did the same 3-year inner journey, and now I'm back too. It's Starlow. I really appreciate you saying that, and I'm glad you've been watching and staying in touch with what I've been saying. I'm like so blown away by connecting with people like you, and I'm really grateful that we were able to connect in this live stream today. Like I coded for 10 years, and you know it's been a, you know, I honestly, to be honest, I went into a depression after coding that much. I was looking at the screen every day, all day long, and I was building something that I didn't truly love. It didn't truly align with who I am as a person. And so I just kind of fell in this depression of like, why did I do all this work with fear and stress and worry and not creating something that I was interested in? And it just, I had to go to therapy. I went to therapy about it, and then I stopped coding for 3 years, and yeah, and then it's like I had to do this inner journey of like, what do I care about? Like, what am I interested in? I came back to coding, and I realized, you know what? I loved coding even when I was a little kid. I taught myself how to code when I was a kid. I was only maybe, how old was I? It was in like 8th grade or something like that. I started to get into like stuff at home for fun, and then build first couple websites, and then started to get into iPhone apps, and I built a little game, and then I went to college and I tested out of some computer science classes, and then I ended up thinking it was a waste of my time to be in school at college, because why do I need a degree if I can just teach myself how to code? Why do I need a degree? I already taught myself everything they're teaching me in the classroom. So I just figured I'm going to leave school and I'm going to start a software business and just keep teaching myself how to do it. And that's what I did. And I taught myself while I created a software business, and I just learn as I do. I think that's the main thing I would recommend to anybody, is just learn as you go. You know, figure out what you want to make, figure out what you want to create, have an idea, have a vision for what you're interested in or what you want to do in your life, and then just start doing it. And then the more you come into the roadblocks and the things that kind of like slow you down, well, those are the things that you learn and you get better. and then the next time they come up, you do it quickly, and then you're a pro. You become a pro over time, and then I feel like at that point you're just better than someone who listened to someone else tell them what you should learn. Like, because people will like tell in school, they kind of tell you what you should learn. But if you start with the other mindset of like, I want to do XYZ project, and then work backwards from there, like I want to create a phone app, so then work backwards from how to create a phone app, and then when you run into like I want to do like blockchain or AI or whatever, then you learn those specific languages that are required to do that specific task. That's what I would recommend doing, because there's so many languages that you can learn, and if you go to school for it, they're just going to start teaching you whatever they're going to start teaching you whatever just to teach you whatever, but like there's no aim. Like you just could learn so much, and there's no like aim for like what are you trying to create. And so I always think it's smart to start with the project first. Start with the idea first. Like, what do you want to do with your life? I need to get a haircut, dude. My hair is like back here. It just keeps like scrunching up. But anyways, start with the vision of what you want to do with your life, like whatever is interesting, and just start doing it. And if you're enjoying the process, that's feedback for yourself to know, hey, I'm enjoying playing soccer, I'm enjoying playing basketball, I'm enjoying playing baseball, I'm enjoying coding, I'm enjoying dancing, I'm enjoying whatever it is that it doesn't matter. You just figure out, like, you see someone else doing something, like playing a sport well or doing the coding or whatever, and then it's like, yeah, I'm interested in that. And then you try it, and then you say, yeah, that is what I want to do, or no, that's not what I want to do. And then you can create a vision for your future of like where you want to end up once you find what you want to do. Like, oh, I love coding, so I'm going to have a vision for the app I want to make, or the website, or the blockchain, or the AI thingy. And then through that interest over time, you can create whatever you want to make, and it'll be driven by your interest and your passion and what you love doing, versus thinking about things from a standpoint like, or you could scratch all that and you could say, which thing makes the most amount of money? That's garbage idea, because you're not thinking about what you love, what you're interested in. You know, you're just thinking about dollar signs. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because your life is lived through the actions and the things you choose to do each day. That's what your life is. So if it was only about money, then everyone would just do the thing that made the most money, and then nobody would care. But that's not what life is about. Life is about finding what you actually love doing. Because you will like living your life. And guess what? That's winning. Winning is when you're happy. Winning is when you're happy. Whoever's the most happiest person in life is the person who won, not whoever has the most money. What is the idea behind the project? So what I just said, what I just went and rambled on, because I get hyped up about life. I get hyped up about life sometimes, and what I just rambled on about is essentially what the project's about. No, I'm just kidding. It's about, my project's about it's about accountability partners, like with your friend. It's like if you have two friends who want to work on creating a beautiful life in a beautiful way, and I'm building an app like for those two friends. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so right now I have a project going, and I need to update this app. So let's start coding now. I'm not sorry for ranting, but I hope you enjoyed my ranting about life and finding and staying true to what you're interested in doing. Okay, so let's just review this app for a second, because honestly, okay, we're saving photos we're saving videos. Let me record chat. And how I want to update this is I want to create a way for these files to go onto like an AWS server. Ultimately, that's where I want them to go. But for now, I think what might be nice is to maybe create a folder system. A folder system might be nice, or I could also do a second page. I think I want to add a second page in the app that is the maybe just to let you know, this app that I'm currently working on is a test project for an actual use case that I'm going to be implementing into my real app. So this test app will be implemented into the main app, but I'm just messing around in here with Claude Fable 5 to make something that I can then use later on. And what I'm doing it with is Expo Go and React Native, which is why you see a QR code on the screen. So if anyone's worked with that before, you know what this is. So I want to make an update to the app, and I'm just trying to imagine the things that I need to do. So I have to change a lot, actually. To be honest, I need to change a lot with this thing. So let me do this. Okay. I need you to create a button next to the video button to the right side. When you click on it, it should show you a list of like a kind of like a to-do list. Like you can add a new item to the list, type it and enter it in, and when you enter that information in, it should save it to the actual video that's currently active. Wait a second. It's totally not gonna understand what I just said. I have to redo that. I need to get a different mic. I have a Shure SMB mic and I should have it plugged in. I don't have it plugged in right now. Okay. I want you to remove the display of the photo or image at the top, and in replace of that, I would like you to add a list that is a list of like a to-do list almost. You can enter in the label and the title, and each time a video is recorded, I want a new list item to be added with a label that can be added next to it. And remove the horizontal video list as well and transform it into the video list with the to-dos. Gosh, I'm having it like transform the app right now, and I feel like it's gonna mess this up. Okay, I feel like I feel like it's gonna mess this up, honestly. Okay, can you remove the photo and image field at the top of the app, and then the horizontal scrolling of the images and videos needs to get transformed into a list that goes vertically with a text field next to each video that allows me to add a label to the video. When I click on one of the list items, it should open up a text field to enter in a description. And when I click the video, it should open up the video full screen with a back button at the top left. There. There we go. I think it's gonna get that. That's gonna work. If this doesn't work, I'm going to like, what is it called when you backtrack the code or whatever? Redact it. Not redact it, but you know what I mean. I don't even know I don't know what word I'm trying to say right now. Okay, let's let this code run for a little bit. And then while this is going, I want to start working on the design files of my design MD for my main project, because obviously that's a test thing that I'm doing right now. And I have, like, let me load into my Claude design. Claude AI / design. And I have some designs already in here. I have my designs already, like, set up for my main project. So what I need to do is I need to get everything into a design.md file, which currently, for some dumb reason, it won't let me just export it. Like, when I export this, it doesn't let's download this real quickly. Let's just download it to here. Okay. Let's just call this design system. And then let's try to create this design.md file, like, really accurately to what's in here. So this is still running, and my design files are over here. So let me run a command line, because all I have is, see how this doesn't have a design.md file? I don't get it. I don't get why that's not giving me a design.md file, because apparently it should. So let's see what we can do here. Let's ask Fable 5 if it can give me it based on that. Okay. I don't know why I'm fumbling right now. I wanna exit out of this, actually. That's what I want to do. Just X out of this. Let's cd into this directory. Let's run Claude in here. Yes, trust the folder. Yes, trust the folder. And now what I want to run is, we don't need to run this with, this is running Fable 5. This, I don't think we need to run Fable 5 with this command. So let's just do okay. Based on all the files in here, can you create me a detailed design.md file that's not missing any detail? I need all of the pixel dimensions, the fonts, everything. I want nothing left out of this design.md file. It needs to be detailed. Okay, now both of those are working. I think it's really crucial to put time into a design.md file, in my opinion, as of right now. I'm not sure. We'll find out once I get this thing started. But I want to change it to accept edits, so I don't have to click accept on all those. It looks like our other thing is finished. I need to go to the bathroom real quick while this is finishing, so just give me a second. Hope your guys' day is going good. I hope everybody is I hope everybody's just living the life that they designed and created for themselves. You know? You can imagine anything and you can create it. And so I hope you're doing that. That's what I'm doing. Okay, let's get back to the code. So our test app is finished, and the design.md file is taking a long time, which makes no sense. It shouldn't really be taking this long to create a design.md file, honestly. Should be done soon. I think I'm gonna have to run the app. Wait a second. Building out your Expo camera app, add save auto feature that exports the videos to convert anything. Okay. I don't know how this finished so quickly. I feel like I added so many changes to it, so it doesn't make any sense. I might have to open up a second terminal window. I wish I could just here, let's create another not that. Do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. Close. I want to do shift. I think it's shift command D. Yeah, there we go. I want to do shift command D so I can run Claude. So I can run this in here, camera, cd into that, clear it, and then let's just npm start this. Okay, so we can test this out while we're okay, let's test this out while we are building this design.md file. Chat. Dude, it's working. It's working. It did exactly what I asked it to do. And when I click on an image, it pulls it up full screen back and lets me add a label to it and everything. The only thing is there's no way to delete. Oh, shit. Okay, I see a fix that I need to make. So when I enter in the actual, when I click on, like, let me see if I can show you guys this. I need to get my phone to, like, when I click here, it doesn't select it. And I have to click on the very edge of the, I have to click on the very edge of it to select it. So I need to update that. And then I want to just make sure the delete button actually works. Okay, it works, but like it doesn't select it correctly, so I need to update the code. So let's do this again, okay? When I select to edit the, wait, I need to see what this, I need to see in the code actually what this is called. I think it's called, let me search something. Description label. Okay. When I click the label input or the description label, I want it to select the current list item and make sure that it is the actively selected item in the list. Okay, so for any of you that don't know, what's up, Marty? You're back. What's up? I'm glad you're back. I'm updating. I have a lot of updates and changes to this test project that I'm working on. I also have a design.md file in the works right now, and I want to test it out while this is coding this. So let me check out my file system because it should be done. Design.md file is created. Okay, I want to see this file and I want to drop this project into my VS Code so I can no, I don't want to go full screen. I just want to go this much. Okay, so apparently I don't know why it, okay, so this is my design.md file, but I don't know why it's labeling it lowercase, because based on everything online, oh wait, that's not how to spell it. Design, oh yeah, it is. Design. Everything online says to do it uppercase. So complete design configuration. So this is my design.md file for my main project. And I have like the fonts and everything. I have so much, I spent so much time on this design configuration inside of Figma. So like the actual work I did was in Figma, and I could pull up my Figma file if you want to see it, but don't update the MD files yourself. Make Claude do it. Just tell him what you want changed. He knows what to put so he can read it better. So you're saying because I updated the file name myself, it's gonna make Claude not like know what's going on because I'm doing stuff on my own, and it's better to just tell Claude to update the file name because then it remembers what it did? Is that what you're trying to tell me? So let me just pull up, let me just answer these. Let me prompt it to answer those right now, because I know I could turn on autocomplete and everything, but for now, that's what I'm doing. All right, so hold up. I want to look at my design file because that's really important to me. But also I want to check to see if the updates are there's an update for Claude Code already. Okay, let's update Claude Code. I like staying up to date with it because they're always making like changes in brew upgrade.claudecode. I just want to copy this, but it's not letting me because it's saying random stuff. Okay, I get it. My gosh, crazy thing. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's update Claude real quick. What happens if I have Claude running over here? Like Claude is running right here. So if I update it while it's running, what happens? You know what I mean? If I have 2 instances of Claude Code up and running, then I update Claude in one terminal window, but it's still running in the other terminal window. Is there an issue, or do I have to restart both Claude windows, or can I keep using Claude in the other terminal window? So it default back to Fable 5. He knows what to put so he can read it better. Just yes, just do everything through Claude, nothing. Marty, are you a software engineer or no? I'm gonna run my app because Fable 5 just finished the app that I was trying to finish, and then after I do that, I'm going to review this design.md file for my main project. You're completely fine to keep using the other window, but with a slight catch on which version is actually running. Here's exactly what happens under the hood of the CLI. When you run an update in the command window, it overwrites the files on the disk, updating the binaries. The active session, the first terminal window does not dynamically reload its code from the disk while a session is active. It will continue running the old version that is already loaded in its RAM. Is there an issue? No, it won't crash or anything. However, you might experience a minor discrepancy if older versions. So it basically is gonna run in this window. It's gonna run the old version of Claude, and in this window, it's gonna run the updated version of Claude. If you update your Claude, so this was the one that I just want to read this really quickly because my design file was created with this right here, and it's basically saying that all 25 colors tokens with the exact hex codes and everything was added. Typography, face fonts, spacing, icons, screen layouts, voice imagery, everything is added. Okay, so let me just exit out of this then, and I'm just gonna run Claude again, because if I want the update, I have to do it if I want the update, and it should be running Fable already, but it's running Fable already on here, so everything should be fine. Okay. Now let's check the app. Real quick. I'm working. Okay. LOL Software Engineer 2026. What's that? I don't know what you're talking about. I am working on a couple of internal tools for my UGC marketing team. I have a macOS app plus doing some automation with it. I was coding before on low level languages, C++. Okay. Do you feel like C++ is a language that, like, what did you use C++ for when you coded things with it? Also, Garfield, what am I building? I talk about what I'm building in previously if you scroll back a little bit, but also I'm going to make a video describing what I'm building so I can reference it, because I get that question pretty much by everyone who joins the stream, I feel like. I'm just telling you stuff that I found from my experience. I was also worrying way too much when I started, but you need to learn to leave the AI to work for you and not to be watched 24/7. Game cheats, Windows, API, kernel drives. Okay, so yeah, you're basically saying, just like Marty, you're basically saying just let the AI do the coding, and don't get too into the weeds of it, because I'm a software engineer, so I get a little bit into the weeds of things. So maybe just stop trying to get into the weeds as much as what you're trying to say, maybe. Okay, so, but, all right, guys, let's scan this QR code. Like, we need to scan this QR code. We need to scan this QR code. Okay, so let me show you guys what I'm doing. So the app is on my phone. When I scan the UR code, it puts the app onto my phone. What the app currently does is, when I take a video of you guys in chat, let me do it. Taking a video of you guys in chat. Then I'll use that video, and then I'll take a photo. It asked me if I want to take a photo too. So I'll take a photo. Now, what it's going to do, previously it just displayed the image on the screen, and it gave me a horizontal scrolling thing at the bottom. But now it adds it to a list, and when I add a label, say I add a label. Let me just add a label real quick. And I could add a description, so like, okay, so let me add another label. Chatting. Let's add a description, just whatever. I don't even know. I'm gonna put Marty. I'm literally gonna put Marty in there because Marty keeps talking. Okay, so what it does is it allows me to add just titles and descriptions. So like for this one, for instance, it'll add like vibe coding, and then for this one, it's like I have a video of chat, and then like I can put like Marty right there because Marty's always in the chat, and then I can click this and I can watch the video that I recorded, and then I click back, and then it'll like go back. So if I click save video, it'll save it to my photo library. And if I click delete all, it should delete everything. So let's see. Let me just click delete all. And let's delete all. Everything's deleted. So that's the update that I currently changed, because before it was showing the video full screen with a horizontal scroll thing at the bottom, which I didn't really like that implementation for my use case. But hey, do you know Bridgemind? You remind me of him. Yes, I do. I have seen Bridgemind's videos before, and he's very cool. He also is a he's also a software engineer. Like I think he told me, or not he told me, but he said in one of his live streams that he vibe coded with ChatGPT, and he was typing in ChatGPT and like copying and pasting code into where he was trying to like host it, like locally or like on servers. And apparently I think he created his first software vibe coding in a very, like, honestly, like old school way. Like now with Claude it's like insane. But I watched the process of vibe coding arise, because I'm a software engineer. Obviously for 10 years I coded everything myself, and I kind of watched ChatGPT come out, and I watched how you could copy and paste code, and then I watched how Claude came out, and then I saw Claude like be able to do things like more locally, and like then you didn't have to do this whole copy paste thing and everything. And then I saw Bridgemind's videos. I saw that dude. I think his name is, what's his real name? Matt or something. And he, wait, let's look up. I don't know what his real name is. He has a real name. The YouTuber Bridgemind, who live streams vibe coding, what's his real name? Matthew. Also, yeah, I did this workflow in Union when I was doing CS projects. Matthew Miller. Yeah. So let's check him out. I think what he's doing is cool. I mean, it's also like very much here's his thing that he was working on today. Was he working on this today? I do feel like, can you guys see my screen? I do feel like, here it is. Bridgemind started in Matthew Miller's college dorm room, one builder YouTube channel. It's cool. It's super cool. Yeah. I definitely, I'm all about supporting each other. Like I'm all about supporting each other. I'm all about doing this together, coding together, and like learning together. Like everybody wins, honestly. Everybody wins. Claude is not, AI in general doesn't make things worse. It makes everybody else better. And since I'm a software engineer, I'm not going to be creating slop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to code this myself. I can code anything myself. I don't have to, though, because I have Claude. And neither do you. You have Claude, too. So what's the point of coding when you have Claude? What's up? Hey, Ann, is that your name? I don't know how to say your name. A-N-A-N. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you coming back. Based out of London. That's dope. Let's check out our design MD file, okay, guys? Andrew. All right, let me load in our, like, I know this is kind of like heavy work. Like, let me just say, like, looking at the app and loading the app and updating the app is obviously the most entertaining thing to do. We can keep on doing that if you guys want to. But, like, what I really need to do, like, for myself, is to look at... I need to look at this entire file. I don't need to look at the entire file, but I need to like glaze over this file. And if you guys can see, it's like, let's see how many lines it is. It's 500 lines of text. And I just want to make sure everything looks okay. Or you know what? You know what? Let's do something different. Let's do something different. I have an idea. Let's take this design file. Let's create a new folder. Let's call it design. Let's copy the design MD file, paste it into this design thing. Yes, this is smart. I feel like I'm doing this better already. Let's exit out of this. Let's cd into this. And run Claude. Yes. Let's make sure we're on Fable. Yeah, we're on Fable. And now let's have it do this. Can you read the design.md file and create a HTML file that references all of the designs, creating buttons, text, anything that will display all of the design implementation that's described in this design file. Okay. Wait a second. I did this wrong. I can't be putting it into I have to do that same prompt, but I have to be doing it inside of here. Reason being is because I have to have the assets. Like, see, the fonts are all in here. So like I can't have it in here. So I'm gonna ask it to create me I'm gonna delete this. Let's delete this. Okay. Let's do it again. Can you read me? Not read me. Gosh, I hate when I misspeak when I'm doing a prompt. Can you look at the design.md file and create me an index.html file that displays all of the designs and implementation of the design.md file? I want to see fonts, colors, buttons, spacing layouts correctly implemented. I want to see everything that's talked about in this design.md file visually displayed in an index.html file. Thank you very much. I don't know why I said thank you very much. I do that all the time. That's like one of my things. I feel like I say thank you very much at the end. Okay, let me read your guys' comments. I'm currently playing Boulder Gate 3 with some friends and vibe coding some weapon mods after the game session Claude is enabling. You're gaming over there and you're using Claude at the same time. Just give it a prompt and then you just go back to gaming. Do a quick install of the front-end design skill clause, because with the AI it is cooked. Do skills and select it. Before you run this, please. Thank you. Okay, you know what? I think you're right. I'm gonna cancel this. Because I actually think you're right. Okay, so You said you want me to run the skills? I don't have any, I think. I don't, I have to learn a little bit because I'm so trash at understanding this right now. Let's not look at that anymore. Let's look at, let me just ask this. I want to install, Claude front end, and I also wanted to add, wait, is this a skill or is this a MCP thing? I screenshotted your, I actually screenshotted your comment. Skill? Okay. Let me just get some information from this, okay? I'm adding a Claude skill to Claude code, and I want to specifically add the front end skill. So I'm just wondering exactly step-by-step instructions to do that. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Hire and compare it with companion UI skills for automated publishing workflow. Create a project specific front end skill. Create a skill directory. One line official plugin recommended. Or install. Okay, we just want to do this. We just want to do this. We don't want to do anything other than this. Highly recommended though. Okay, let's do this. Install for you, install for all collaborators in this repository, install for you in this repo only. I think I just want to install it for me. Do skill marketplace, select it one line. You'll need to restart Cloud after that. Hold up, let me do skill, go to marketplace. Okay. Why is it not showing me marketplace when I do skills? I have Figma skills. Sorry, clicking around too many buttons. Okay, my question is why is it not letting me why does it not have front end though? I thought I just installed front end. All right, let me quit out of let me just quit out of Claude real quick because I just there we go. I have this installed. These are plugins though. These are not skills. What did I just do? What did I just do when I click /design and then click enter? Does it like install something or something? What the hell? Do reload plugins. You installed it. I meant plugin. Sorry. Because it's a plugin. All right. This is so interesting because like I understand what it's trying to do, but can we just run this really quickly? Let's run this. I feel like a skill like front end should be like a default though. Not found in marketplace. I'm gonna ask chat about this. I installed the front end design Claude plugins official, but it's not showing up in my installed plugins. All I'm seeing is my Figma MCP server. Okay, let me just run this command though. I'm just gonna run this command anyway, because I'll figure that out later. Can you please look at my design.md file and run a complete overview of the design? I want an index.html file created that displays everything in that design.md file visually, with the fonts, colors, text, buttons, spacing, properly spacing. I want everything displayed in a list, missing nothing that's said in that file. All right. I did install it, Marty, and it should be working, so just tell him to start using front end plugin. Later, I'm gonna check. When I'm off stream, I'm gonna, I mean, I could just do it right now. I don't know why I always say I'm gonna do stuff off stream. I literally don't do anything off stream. Whenever I get off my computer, I go get food. At least that's what happened yesterday and the day before. I gotta prompt this thing. It should be able to create it anyway. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it should be able to do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine for now. Hey Marty, I'm reading your chat. You said a lot of stuff, so it's hard to fully keep up. Layman's questions, Codex or Claude Coder. If you could answer just by saying what? I don't know what that means. Don't run that. You installed that one you needed. Don't install these two. Bro, read chat. Yeah, sorry, Marty. Just tell him to start using front end. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, Marty. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. I installed it, and I'm asking it to do a design thing, so it should know. It should know how to do it. Let's ask. Let's ask. Chat real quick. Once I installed the plugin for the front end design, will it be used automatically, or do I have to implicitly imply to Claude to use it? No, you don't need to implicitly tell Claude to use it. It runs automatically in the background whenever you ask for front end work. Okay, so it's gonna use it. It's gonna use it. But I do agree with you that sometimes it doesn't use it. I've had that happen to me already where I've asked it for something and it didn't even do it correctly. So if you, I probably should specifically say to use it when I'm doing a prompt. I'll do that next time. Hey Marty, you're not being annoying, dude. You're being helpful. And I'm just learning as I go, and to be honest, like I appreciate being live and having chat, you and everyone who codes and uses Claude to learn together. Like I'm obviously learning. I bet you there's someone else in the chat watching this who's learning right now with us. Like I'm learning something, that means other people are learning something. You know what I mean? Like everybody wins when we're all learning together. Skill creator? I should check that out. Skill creator. I'm gonna write that in my notes. I need to hide my screen for a second. I like, let me just add notes for today. Notes for today. Notes for today. Make QR code scannable for everyone. Skill. Learn about skill creator. Okay. I just had to hide my screen for a second. I just wanted to write some notes down of what I want to do later. You can tell it what to do. You can tell it, make me a skill about this rule and activate it. Okay. So you can basically have like keywords when to use the skill and stuff like that. Guys, this is my third day streaming. Third day. Not 33. My third day streaming. Vibe coding with Claude Fable 5. As it's out. Obviously, it's out now. And it's been implementing everything flawlessly for me. It hasn't really made a mistake yet on anything. And honestly, this is the best stream I've ever had from a standpoint of viewers. Like I don't know, like right now I have had it 250 people come through the stream and hang out for a while. So, you know, obviously everybody's got to go about their day. You know, everyone can't hang out for 2 hours. or I don't know. Let's check to see how long I've been streaming. Let me hide my screen for a second. I like to go full screen whenever I'm trying to do something, like look at my live stream, because I don't like using two monitors. I could use two monitors to be able to look at my stream and other stuff without going full screen, but I'm like a one monitor person. I like keeping things simple. I've been live for 3 hours and 10 minutes so far, and I kind of want to show you guys the stats. Are you cool with that? You want to see my live stream stats real quick? I know, like, I'm assuming that the people who are in here right now are people that are like doing a lot, but here it is. Like, this is good. Like, we've had a lot of views. We've had a lot of like people coming through, so it's super dope. I really appreciate it a lot. I really appreciate it a lot. Honestly, it's amazing. So let's get back to coding, and I want to prompt this to say yes, that it can create this file. I'm probably burning so many tokens right now with Fable 5 with this prompt, because look at, well, I guess it's not that many, but it's twice the cost, and I'm getting notifications. Is there a way to avoid getting rate limited by the YouTube API? Better than keywords, you can make it active when it recognizes that you are talking about UI, Google, live stream, etc., etc. Let me check that this message is about. It came through in privacy mode. Nothing. Okay, so once we're done with this, we're gonna check it out, and then I'm gonna wait, because I didn't want to read, because you know what I mean, I could read all this text and look at everything, but I just figured, why not just look at it visually? You know what I mean? Why not just look at it visually? Just have AI show us what it can do with that design.md file. You know what I mean? It's just taking a while to create right now. So maybe we should do something with the test project we're working with over here on the left side of the screen. Because on the left side of the screen with the QR code, and the other one, I've been working on this app. So let's just, I feel like with AI, you always want to have like 2 projects going, or at least like you could have like 5 if you wanted to. But sometimes in my mind, it's hard to work on 5 projects at the same time. I think max for me is 3. I could do 3 projects at the same time, but like, since it takes so long to code, like, you need to have other projects going. And I think that's like the main thing that is the difference between someone who just like, or not even someone, like myself, when I just started vibe coding and I just started getting into Claude, like, I would just come in and give it like 1 prompt, and then like it would just wait for that 1 prompt, and then it would give me the feedback. But like, once I get into the weeds of things, like, I'll just start opening more and more windows and giving it more and more things to do, you know? So it just finished this design.md file index HTML transfer, which will give me context for like the branding and the design that I've created. By the way, when I show you this design, this is not the final design. This is the design that I created. That is one design, and I think I'm gonna have like maybe in total 3 designs that I'm gonna work through. Let's open up. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. So this is like the fonts I decided to use. I don't know why it has such a big font right here. I don't know what that's about, the and sign. Also, these headers are not correct. Some of it's not correct. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update this HTML file, and then I'm gonna have the design.md file be updated like simultaneously, so that I'm kind of like updating the MD at the same time that I'm updating this. It actually looks really nice because I'm trying to create like a peaceful energy vibe. These are like all the fonts I'm gonna be using. These are like all the fonts I'm gonna be using. So obviously I'm gonna have to review all of this. This is some of the stuff I'm gonna have to review on my own. Okay, so I had a really fun day today. Honestly, everything went great. I had a wonderful time, and I'm glad everybody came through. And I'm glad we got to work on the test project that's going to get transferred into the actual project when it's ready to go. I'm glad we got to look at the design.md and we got to work with that and create our own designs. And I am going to take a break for today and then get some food, and I'll be back on. I'll probably be back on to. Well, I'm definitely gonna be back on tomorrow, 100%. Obviously, day 4, but like I may or may not be back on later today for another stream. I just need to take a break for a little bit and see and get some food and do some stuff, and then. But like for now, I'm happy with what we did so far. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm so happy that Fable 5 is out, working well, and we created some amazing things today. So I will see you guys tomorrow.